bookworm who's tired of carrying around comedically large stacks of heavy books? Yes! Fear not, young reader, because here at Dev Warrior Media, we have a solution.
Really?
Here, take this. Wait a minute. Is it flickering? What is this? What? Let's get into it. What's up guys, Dev Warrior here, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be unboxing the Kindle Paperwhite. For those of you who don't know, the Kindles are a brand of tablets made by Amazon. And these tablets are very interesting because they're very dedicated towards reading and they make it very convenient, very easy, instead of having to carry around like a whole pile of books everywhere you go. The model I got is the Paperwhite, which is like the mid-range version of the Kindle. Anyways, enough talking. Let's open this up. All right. So here is the Kindle Paperwhite right here, and of course the case. Like I said, I think I already mentioned this earlier, but it has some Japanese text here. I should probably take that. I'll be right back. There we go. I totally took it off. And totally did not just turn it over because I did not know how to take it off. Alright, let's open these up. He's off. But yeah, let me get the X-Acto knife. Alright, so here, okay. Let's start with the actual tablet itself first. Let's just cut that open right there. There we go. Here it is. Alright, I'm hyped. I'm excited. I mean, it's a tablet for reading. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm a big reading fan. I was planning on doing book reviews on the channel early on, but I just never gotten the chance to. Hopefully, during this whole month of July, where I'm going to be trying to upload daily, I will be able to make some book reviews. I'm really excited for this one, though, because now I won't have to carry around like 50 books every time I go anywhere for longer than a month. Yes, I read a lot of books. Here we go. Alright. Oh, okay, it's another box. Alright, fair enough, Amazon. I'm excited. I trust Amazon. I've had this since Christmas. Amazon Basics. It's good. So yeah, I'm expecting pretty good things from this, and I'm really excited because this is gonna be my first tablet other than the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, let's open it up. Yeah, this is cool. And then let's see, this USB. I hope this is USB-C. Please be USB. Oh man, not bad. Like I was kind of expecting micro USB. I'm not really disappointed. Would have been cool if it was USB-C, but I understand why they couldn't go for that. However, time's come. Here we go. Yeah. Is this like etched on the screen? I don't know. Like it feels good. Oh man, fingerprint mark. Yep. They evaporate. Okay. Feels good in the hand. Feels really good in the hand. Power on. Okay, let me just press this button here. Yo, yo, Kindle. Do do do. Okay, now that I've got my Kindle all set up, let's try out this case here. Definitely want to keep my Kindle protected. Here we go. Yeah. Yes. This is dope. And when I close it, it closes. So if I do that, it actually closes. Cool. I mean, this is very small and compact. It will probably actually fit in my pocket, which is really good for convenience. In case you're wondering, for comparison, here is my Nintendo Switch. I mean, it's kind of smaller, but not by much. The Nintendo Switch is mostly wider, but yeah, quite small. And for even more comparison, here is a MacBook Air from 2013, and it's funny because this MacBook is really small, but it actually looks big compared to the Kindle Paperwhite. Now, I don't think this is a bad thing by any means, because of course when you have something like this, you want to be able to carry it around like you would with any other book. So I think this is really good. I just want to point out that this thing is really tiny. I think it's better that this way, that that's tiny, but of course, all up to personal preference. Now, I actually think it's better this way because it's tinier, more compact. You can pretty much fit. But it's kind of all up to personal preference. At the end of the day, you might like a bigger one. I mean, like I said, I like the smaller one. I think it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the size of this Kindle Paperwhite in the comments below. But the Amazon Kindle Paperwhite isn't perfect. In fact, it's far from it. In fact, there's actually a lot of problems that people have been facing regarding its performance, and I've actually faced a similar problem. See, when you try to move around, or basically move or do anything on the tablet that involves something changing, it seems to flicker, and that's because it's refreshing as you move it, no matter how slow the movement is. Now, there is a setting you can turn off to help minimize the movement on it, but it doesn't really completely minimize it, and it's still very noticeable. Now, this is a recurring problem that everybody's faced, and it's not just some sort of one error thing where it's only on one system. It's an error that's on every single system, so you can't just not have it. And it's really an issue with how they've made it, not like some accident or an error. They just haven't made it powerful enough to be able to not process it without having to refresh constantly. Now, there's actually an article reading of this, because when I saw this problem, and I'll put it up on the screen in case you're wondering what I'm talking about, but when I had this problem where the screen kept flickering, I thought that it was an actual, like there was something wrong with my specific unit, but I went onto an article, and it turns out it's not. Like, this is a reoccurring problem. Now, you can read this whole article. I'll put the link in the description. It's a good article. It tells you, there's certain ways to, like, minimize the screen flicker on it. However, the comments are quite interesting, because this article is saying, yeah, something built in, there's nothing you can do about it other than trying to minimize it by turning a certain setting off. But if you look down here, not everybody's happy about Amazon's Kindle Paperwhite. I mean, some people are saying that this article is helpful, and it definitely is. So I definitely recommend you read this article if you're considering getting a Paperwhite. However, a lot of the people are shooting the messenger here. As a new user and purchased the 10th gen Kindle basic version, I thought my unit had a glitch and put the video up on forums as well. Now I understand it's just the way the ink is, and I have to live with that. Adjusting refresh hasn't fixed it. I feel like we're trying a good device. It's a deal breaker to me. Since seamless transitions and other screens have spoiled it for me. 10 years back, I would have accepted the flicker. 10 years back, I would have accepted the flicker and transition blackout. Dang. Thank you so much for that information. Not only was I getting annoyed, but I was actually getting nausea from the constant changing of and flashing from black and white with every turn of the page. I was about to send my new Kindle Oasis back. I could not find one word about fixing it in the instruction manual. You have saved it. My guy has ellipsy or something, man. Yo. Oh, okay. Melissa says, thank you for the new info. Oh, okay. No, this, alright. Yeah, so, you know, some. I literally just finished loading a lot of books onto my first Kindle. My new 10th gen 2019 was front light. When I first noticed this, I was worried something was wrong. Now I find this is typical behavior. I've already scheduled the return before writing this. Seriously, what the? Fire tabs are cheaper, have more storage, bigger, brighter screens, and take SD cards. So what did I just pay for? A long battery life? Whoop-de-doo. I'm used to charging a phone and other things almost daily. Now some people said that this was actually fine. Like this guy said, I had this problem with my Voyage, not realizing there was a page refresh setting. Since I've turned it off, my new Paperwhite has been absolutely fine. That's interesting. OMG, I have a brand new 10th gen Paperwhite. Right out of the box, the thing is flickering. Really annoyed with this horrid issue. I'm on a call with Amazon hoping to have this unit replaced. Nothing I do stops my Kindle from flashing black every time I turn the page. I hate this feature. What can I do? I tried turning the page refresh on, then off, no change. Any other suggestions? Alright. I'm on hold right now with Amazon about the exact same flickering refresh issue with a Paperwhite. Apparently this is part of the design, there's nothing you can do about it. Even with the page refresh off, it still refreshes every third or fourth page instead of every turn. I am baffled as to how this technology is so powerful. It's giving me a headache and I've had to get up for less than 24 hours. Ooh, it's got the last time. Alright. So I think we brought up a really good point here. How is this technology so popular? So, let's answer that question. I think the reason why the Kindle Paperwhite is so popular, despite its issues, is because this is the only thing of its kind. The only choice you really have here is get something that's specifically for reading ebooks, or get a fully blown out tablet. Obviously, this is a better solution to get a more dumbed down version of a tablet. Well, I already explained that, you know, there's a reason for it existing, but the question is, how come Amazon's specific brand of tablets are thriving even despite their problems? Well, the reason why is because iron sharpens iron, but there is no iron to sharpen this iron right here. Okay, for example, computers. When the first computer was made, the Apple one, Apple already had, you know, it was already pretty cool. They already had a computer. It was the first of its kind. They didn't really have to worry because they were the only people who were making computers. Then Microsoft comes into the game and they're offering cheaper options that do a lot of cool things that Apple couldn't. So then what does Apple do? They try to one-up Microsoft, and that's what creates better hardware overall, because a lot of the things that we have today, a lot of the advancements, we have to thank to the competition. Like wireless charging probably would have never existed if it weren't for competitors in the phone industry. So a lot of the advancements that we have are due to competition, because without competition, there's kind of no point in improving what you already have because you're already the best at what you do. Same for the Kindle brand in general. So this tablet has a lot of issues. I'm not going to say it sucks, but it definitely has a lot of issues with it. I have nothing to compare it to because it's the only tablet out there that does what it does. However, it has a lot of issues, a lot of basic things that you would expect. But let's say if Huawei, for example, comes out and starts making their own brand of tablets and ebook reading tablets, then that's when Amazon is actually going to come up and step up their game. So only until we get some real competition to the Kindle brand is when we're going to get better versions of the Kindles and we're going to see real advancements. I mean, obviously Kindles, they're going to get better every model, but they're not going to be huge advancements. Like, I bet this flickering problem is never going to change. In fact, from what I've heard, it's actually been worse back in like 2015. So it's gotten better, but they haven't really gotten rid of it. And they can, because, I mean, Amazon's a billion-dollar company, so they can. They just don't need to because there's no one really who can one-up them. So, I mean, unless someone comes in out of nowhere and starts one-upping them, they're not really going to change anything. Okay? They need to work out. This guy, UK Reader, says they need to work out how to do it without the flashes. They trigger my migraines every time. Ooh. Wow, my guy over here wrote like a whole ass essay. Look at this dude, he wrote like a whole essay. Alright, let's read this. I also find the flashing annoying. I use both a Kindle Paperwhite 2.6 Gen and an Android tablet. The only advantage of the Paperwhite is that it's... Has this dude ever heard of something called a period? I think there's a single period in the whole sentence. What the heck is this? There's legit not... Okay, whatever. My Samsung tablet is not as usable... Okay, the only advantage of the Paperwhite is that it's a bit lighter than a Samsung tablet. As the e-reader, the Kindle can be used outside in the sunlight. My Samsung tablet is not as usable outdoors. Otherwise, the Android tablet is a better option to read ebooks. Plus, if they have color images in it, they are in color. Yeah, no kidding. No, oh my gosh. That's it. I'm done here. Yeah, that's enough for the reading of the comments. But the thing is, no matter how wild, wacky, crazy, or savage those comments were, they all mostly led to one main conclusion. The light flicker is just not okay. But the real question is, will Amazon fix it? And to be honest, I don't really think they will. I mean, there's a lot of people saying that they should, but they don't really have any reason to, because they're one of the most successful companies out there. A lot of people want them to fix this, but they don't really have a reason to, because they're already one of the most successful companies out there. And they have no viable competition in this area. Yeah, that's kind of why I think they won't really change their way of doing things. They won't change the hardware. They won't improve off of some of the problems that they have. That's why I think they won't change it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think that they're gonna fix this in the future, or do you think that they're not until competition arrives, if it does? And Amazon, to you, if you're watching this video, and I mean, I hope you are, but are you gonna fix this, or what's up? Like, this is a problem people are having. It's something you can't really ignore. This is a major flaw. Like, basically every other tablet out there on the market, whether it's for reading or not, doesn't have this problem. I know that you're the only e-reader out there, but just because you're the only e-reader doesn't mean that your bars should be set lower. So, like, Amazon, you can fix this or not. Like, this is a major problem. There's a bunch of comments, and it's just like, this is not okay. Like, a lot of people are having this problem. So I'd like to know, are you gonna fix this, or are you not gonna fix this? I mean, I know you've kind of been improving off of it, but I know you guys can fix it. You're a billion-dollar company, so just let me know, are you gonna fix this, or are you not gonna fix this? Alright, that's it for this, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, definitely be sure to leave a like, and of course subscribe if you're new here. Also, let me know down in the comments below, what do you think of the Kindle Paperwhite? Dope or nope? But until then, catch you on the next one. Peace.